biggest things that I think I would like to get out to the consumer is that when you're a big company and you're doing big volume, you can negotiate with factories and fabric mills and drive your prices down.
Sure.
Right? When you're a small guy like me and barely cutting production minimums, there's sometimes like surcharges involved.
Of course.
And that's why like prices
go up.
Are a little higher. So, I had a conversation with someone the other day, and we were thinking, when you go into a wine store and it tells you about the bottle and where it's made and something like that, it's like, if we gave the same amount of information to the consumer about what goes into this product, and we could, because a lot goes into the product, I think the consumer would start to really understand what they're buying and who's making the money. Because I have to be careful here because Maran is a store. But obviously from wholesale to retail, the store is taking the risk,
sure,
of course, and therefore should be rewarded. But a lot of the margin is there. So it's for us, it's like an educational kind of
I think it's
process.
Cool. Yeah. I honestly think you're at a good spot. I think with the people that respond well to me, there's a growth. There's definitely interest out there in your product. And see, if people hung out and knew that you were a cool dude, they would buy more of your stuff for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, no, seriously. I think and I think like getting around and getting out there, you'll get there. Everybody knows your pedigree, so and no one ever questions that. I think people don't know the brand yet.
Yeah.
And I think you'll be there.
And that's another thing. It's like fashion for me is like art. You can like it or dislike it, but I wanted someone to say, I don't like the collection, but it's really well made, or the quality is really good, or the fabrics are really well made, because it's subjective.
Yeah, absolutely. Fashion is totally that, and I understand that a lot of people, which is really good, that you want, if somebody's going to talk smack about your line, at least, hell, on the back end, it's really nice, and they can't disagree with that.
Yeah, exactly, and it's tough. I've given some interviews and some questions have been taken out of context and things like that. And
well, we don't.
No,
do
I
that.
know.
We don't do that.
Well,
you can tell those guys are fucked up.
But it's still a learning curve for me. I've got 15 years experience in the industry. I'm still learning. I always want to be learning. We're a very small team right now. We're growing slowly, trying to do this slowly but in the right way. Get all the kind of ducks in a row. Not growth. I guess some people would say we've grown very quickly from 3 pairs of jeans 3 years ago to like a full collection, including bags and everything.
Yeah. Now, are the bags made or licensee, or are you doing everything?
No. The bags are. Let me.
For one of the bags, because I did not know.
The bags are actually made at our leather factory out in Italy, but it's a deerskin bag lined in leather.
Nice.
And it's basically just as I wanted to create the definitive peacoat, I wanted to create the definitive bag. Mm-hmm. So, we cut the shoulder straps, the handle, so you can carry it here, or as I do, carry it here. You've got a cell phone pocket here. This sleeve here is actually for an umbrella.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like lined in
That's
nylon.
smart.
So it's got like a little bit of an English, I'm at those English reference points.
Yeah, I mean,
Inside the bag, as I said, it's lined in leather. There's a zip pocket, and there's also like a padded pocket for a 17-inch MacBook Pro. So it keeps it like separated, keeps your computer padded, protected. So it's a real kind of versatile, like.
It's a good man. It's a hardcore man bag.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I take this bag to the gym. I put like my
it's an all-purpose
my
bag.
soccer kit in there, right down the West Side Highway on my bike.
Cool. So it's offered in brown,
and black, grey, and for spring we're sort of offering it in white, off-white.
Nice. And do you know off the top of your head retail?
Yeah, it's like $17.95.
That's a deal.
Well, compared to like a Prada bag,
that's a deal.
$25.
Come on, you're not getting your standard skin. It's just some kind of leather. You're getting a cool deer with all the functionality, and it's.
Exactly.
We know that the Italian mill that you use is Beast. That's a deal.
Yeah. No, it's good. I mean, we've tried to kind of slightly price the product underneath the designer brands to kind of get
build up your
build
core.
up our.
And I think that's smart.
And it is difficult when you see a Dior suit hanging next to a Spurr suit. It is difficult because like everyone knows Dior is a great house, a lot of heritage, a lot of advertising behind it. Is from a quality point of view, who's got the better product? I'm not one to say.
I'm going to say it. I think it's Spurr.
I know what goes into my product, and I know that it's really good, and I use the finest components to.
And I love wearing your stuff, and I always get complimented. You changed up the fit of your shirt a little bit?
It's a little bigger now. To be honest with you, as I said, we're a small band, and I looked at some quality control issues and found out that like it was a little under spec in the chest, so it actually went to how it should have been.
Good, because your shirts are great.
So, it's a kind of minor change, but it just eases it up a little bit. Because the worst thing you can do at retail is make stuff too small. You know?
Yeah. I don't want to be the little. No one wants to be the. Little shirt.
But again, well, you're not.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not saying that I'm big.
No, but again, it's like I do these online comments or interviews or whatever, and it's like, what's the worst thing you hate about like menswear? And it's when people buy the wrong size. I mean,
I agree with
you and I can only take it to this point, and then when they come in, the guys, it's like prime example for me. It's like the epitome of like the best like handmade suit is Savile Row, right? So Savile Row, you go there and they fit it to you, and it's like a glove, right? It fits you perfectly. There's no pores, there's no nothing. Okay? So you've got this modern peacock that's got this tight-fitting suit, and you look sharp in it. And then when the average guy, I'm an average guy too. When the average guy goes to the store, he ends up buying a suit that's
the shoulders are over,
off, and there's like.
And he starts looking like your dad. Well,
Yeah.
my dad at least, because he's a little, he's not going to wear something super fitted. If he was, he would feel a little uncomfortable. But do you think that's an American trait more so than maybe a European trait?
Slightly more so, but of course, like European men are faulty for that too.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just. I know even with my own friends, it's like they've come in and they've said, I'm a 50 or a 40 US, and they've tried like one size down, and they've gone, oh, it's too tight. But when they've actually got into it, they're like, this actually fits me way better because it's closer to my body. The armhole's higher, so it becomes more like a second skin.
Mm-hmm.
And then they don't wear anything else. All of their old clothes, suits, sweaters, everything. Yeah.
There you go.
So it's just, and it's personal preference. It's like I like to. Because I come from that vintage background, I like to wear things a little slimmer than, say, my business partner, Judd, who likes to wear things a little looser. And that's fine, it's preference.
What about a little off topic to give everybody a little insight on you? Following. How's your team doing? Your soccer team?
Chelsea.
Football. How are they doing?
Yeah, they're doing all right. We had a bit of a blow in the Champions League semi-finals against Barcelona.
Where did you watch the game?
I watched it at a bar uptown, but to go out in the 94th minute on an away goal when we should have clearly had like 7 penalties is a bit of a tough one. But Barcelona went on and thrashed Man U, which is good. So the better team won on the day. I was actually watched the final when I was in Florence.
Oh yeah, because you have a international phone. You were in Italy when I.
Yeah, I have a
BlackBerry.
BlackBerry.
It's good. Well, that's cool. Anything else you want to say to our?
No, I mean it's just come and familiarize yourself with the product. Try the stuff on and give it a chance.
Simon's a great guy. He's definitely down to earth. And he knows his shit, so
thank you.
You should definitely. All right, well, thanks.
Pleasure.